Hey, everybody, how y'all doing today? Y'all know it's me, Mr. Menifee, coming from y'all from Pointe. Y'all know what today is. It's Hump Day. Hump Day, Hump Day, what we always do. We feast with our friends, our family, our staff. And today we having our Pinpoint podcast. And let's talk about what's on the menu today. What's on the menu today? We having, y'all know how we have Hump Day, Burger Day. For the last several weeks, we've been requested the salmon. So we're going to call this day Hump Day Salmon Day. So we having another grilled salmon steaks. That's what's on the menu. We got our grilled salmon steaks. We got our grilled salmon. We got our seafood salad. We got our yellow rice. We got our... we got something else. We got cake and everything. Over here, we love to feast. That's what we're about, feasting with friends and family. So today on our Pinpoint podcast, as y'all know, all guests are special. And we have a special guest today. It's a young lady who's been in business for quite some time. And she's been in business, owning several clubs out here. And then, hey, listen, if you know about the club business, it's real hard. The restaurant business, very hard. But if you get past 5 years, that's when you break it. You're at your breaking point. We'll talk about breaking points a little bit more in the podcast. Hey, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Today, Wednesday, Pinpoint podcast. Y'all know what today is. As y'all know, I'm Mr. Menifee, and we always have a special guest. Because all our guests are special. So today we want to introduce y'all a young lady, business owner out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Prominent club owner, and she made it past 5 years and something very hard to do. No matter what city, what state she lives in. So today we just gonna jump all right on in like we do. First, y'all know what Pinpoint podcast is about. Feasting with friends and family and the staff. There we go. We're gonna give us a toast.
Cheers.
We're gonna give us a clap, and we're gonna take a little sip. And I'm ready to introduce y'all to Shonica Crocker.
Crocker.
Uh-oh. I'm already fucking up.
It's okay.
What is it?
Shonica Crocker. Shonica like Monica.
Oh, see, I just left off the damn R. We're going to introduce y'all to Shonica Crocker.
Crocker, like Betty Crocker.
I'm just fucking up. There you go. Miss Shonica, she going to tell y'all about her business. We're going to start off like that. Hey, Miss Shonica, how you doing? Thank you for coming out to the Pinpoint podcast, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. You're a very special person. All guests are special, but you're very special.
Thank you.
So, here we go. Tell us what your name is, and I keep fucking it up.
Okay. We got to mess it up. Hello, Pinpoint fans and family. My name is Shonica Crocker. I am the club owner of Burn Lounge Atlanta, located at 3461 Roosevelt Highway. That's in South Fulton County of Atlanta. And we have been in business for about 7 years now.
7 years in the club business. Tell me something. Jumping right on into the club business.
Yes.
How difficult was it for you in the beginning? Because I here in Atlanta too. That's a hard business with so many other entertainment spots you can go to.
Right.
Tell me, how did you last? And how did you start?
Well, it's location. First, I went into an area where a lot of people wouldn't touch. It was an untapped market. Actually in the hood.
Hood where it's all good?
Where it's all good.
Too short, money in the ghetto.
Money in the ghetto. I wanted to give people in underprivileged areas a chance to experience nightlife at an upscale level in their area, where they didn't have to travel to the Buckheads or the Midtowns or outside of their backyards to have a good time and to experience a nice nightlife atmosphere.
So that's how you got the Burn Lounge started? I mean, give us, how do you start out with the name? The Burn Lounge.
Well, before hookah was as popular as it is now, it's been like a cultural thing in the islands and the Arabic culture. But I'm from Miami originally.
Oh, you in Miami?
In my 305 to the day I die.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the fly shit. I'm H-Town bound.
Hey,
Boots
H-Town
laced
bound.
up, heels
305
all down.
to the day I
Today
die.
I die, I'm always love that
Born
town.
and raised in the county Yeah, so in Miami, you know, it's a tropical state. We experiencing a lot of things, but hookah has been very popular. So I've been smoking hookah a long time. And when it became introduced to Atlanta, I decided to, you know, bring it to an area where it wasn't familiar. So I brought a hookah lounge, started with about 3,000 square feet and expanded 2 times. So now I have about 6,000 square feet of club space.
6,000, what you started with?
3,000.
Oh, so what you did, knock over the wall?
I started with 1 space and then I acquired two additional spaces right next door to each
How
other.
easy was that?
It was good because I have a good relationship with my landlord. As far as the club business itself, in the beginning, it wasn't very hard for me to start. For me, business is about consistency and follow through. As long as you stay consistent, you follow through with what your goals are, and you knock them down, you'll be successful, right? But you have to be consistent in your efforts.
And you run it on your own?
Owned and operated by me, yes.
Minority owned and operated?
Minority, female owned and operated.
And I talked to somebody earlier, and I talked to a lot of people about this. Because a lot of small business owners, minority business owners, black business owners, I share with them all the time, you know, Pointe is commercial real estate firm.
Right.
And I tell them about breaking points. What a breaking point is, when you start seeing a profit. You don't get to your breaking point until everything you actually have invested inside of your business and that space, whether you own it or you lease it. And just say you got $1 billion invested into that spot. How long did it take you to get to your breaking point from beginning starting construction
Right.
to you were able to see a profit? Because like I said again, the club industry and us being in commercial real estate is a tough business. Be on a couple of restaurant bars myself. That's a tough business to be in.
It is. It is. Sustaining past the 2-year mark is the hard part. Getting started for me.
5 years. You say 5. You beat.
Yeah. Well,
It's
5
not
years,
nothing special.
but normally in the nightlife industry, most people don't pass that 2-year mark.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to say that I'm in business 7 years is quite the accomplishment. Sustainability factor for me, again, it's just consistency. I met my profit margin within 6 months because nightlife is a very
6 months
6 months.
after you open, after construction.
So
that's
I
a
acquired the building in March 2014 along with my business partners because I do have 2 sound business partners. We acquired the building in March 2014. We opened that September of the same year, and by December we saw profit.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And
that's
I
not-
just think that it was location.
So that wasn't even a year.
No, it was 6 months.
6 months from construction. How long did it take for the
From
construction?
opening.
No, we
so
talked about
construction. So about a year.
Yeah.
About a year.
The breaking point is typically the day you sign that lease or the day you purchase that property, and you start that initial investment. The initial investment is when you put down some money.
Yeah. So
Until
I
the
mean,
day.
yeah, it was about 7 to 9 months.
So that still is good. Because typically a breaking point, like you said, will come up for the 2 years.
Yeah.
And we say that 2 years, if you're not doing good in the restaurant business, hey, somebody once told me on our show you're doing it high. 5 years you sustain it and you done learned it.
Yeah.
2 years, if you get past that 2-year mark, hey, you're doing okay. Not saying you're gonna last at that 5-year mark.
Yeah.
Because that means you done figured out every way. Because one of the biggest problems I know I was having with my restaurant. First of all, I was running.
Right. And
I owned it.
that's key.
Yeah, I wasn't on it. But the biggest issue we were having was people were stealing. My employees, staff, people were stealing everything. I had 15 cameras in there. I think they thought because I was a black business owner, the damn camera didn't work.
Well, if I could give any advice to anybody that wants to be in the nightlife industry, at least for the first 2 years, you have to be hands-on because in any business, you're going to see 2% of that you just cannot control.
You said 2%.
At least 2%.
That's
That's standard. You're going to have 2% of that standard. But because of the type of business owner that I am, I'm very hands-on. I'm an
2%.
owner. Let me pay 2%.
I'll
2%. 2% you can.
30%.
Yeah, but that's because you weren't involved as much as you should be.
Okay, yeah.
So my face is in the place all the time. Even 7 years very invested in my business because I don't want to lose my money. You know, that's why I feel that I can attribute my 7-year success in nightlife with, of course, there's that with as minimal debt as possible because I'm involved and I'm there.
Which is to bring me to this next thing. You being now, being inside that place, you are actually approachable.
Yeah.
Most club owners, they want to stay behind the scenes. They don't want to interact, and they're not too kind and friendly with their staff.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite to you.
Well, I stand on being a leader and not a boss, right? Bosses delegate, leaders encourage and lead, right?
Oh, shit, I might have about that shit.
Absolutely. Leaders encourage and bosses delegate. So I don't consider myself a boss. I think it takes a team to become successful. And if you got your staff and your team to align next to you, they're going to want to work just as hard for you as you do for them. So, you know, my turnover rate in the nightlife business is very low. A lot of my staff has been with me from day one. And that's very rare in this industry.
Super rare. Only person I've seen like that is a friend of mine, Tony. He's on the Echelons and Taboo, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
His staff follows him.
Yeah.
He got Houston as well. His staff follows him.
Yeah.
And I think he got the spot over there, Monticello. Monticello
Yeah.
out there in Marietta. Like I said, his staff follows him. Because he's very active.
Yeah.
And he's an attorney as well. But he's very active with his staff.
Yeah.
And he makes sure they feel comfortable. And the way he does it, I'm gonna tell you how. Yeah. But it was very impressive. I kind of adapt some of his ways. Adapt some of his ways I talk to him when I open up mine. But the only difference is, like you said, I wasn't there like both of y'all were.
Yeah.
So you being there, so you seeing the changes you need to make.
Yeah.
You seeing what's good, what the people like, what they know, what the customers don't like. Cause I noticed I've been there, and I noticed how nice it is.
Thank you.
And you made it nice as well. 'Cause you made it real nice in the hood.
Yeah.
So that means two things. You've been assertive, been paying attention to what they like,
Right.
and then you see what the needs were as well.
Yeah.
So how do you come to that?
Well, I'm a woman first, business owner second, right?
On the first.
A woman first.
Black woman.
Black woman. This industry employs a lot of women, a lot of single mothers, a lot of women that have aspirations to be entrepreneurs, or just to be successful. So I try to align myself with the community to let them know, like, if I can do it, I'm one woman. You can do it. So I lead with an open door policy. If you want to learn my business, if you want to see how I make it successful, just come sit down. Come
Right.
take a seat, ask the questions. I have no problem sharing my knowledge because what's for me is for me. Nobody can take my vision, right? You can apply my methods, but you can't do it the way that I do it. So I'm not afraid of sharing the things I've learned or my success methods with other women or other aspiring entrepreneurs because it doesn't hurt me. It helps us as a culture. And why not?
Most definitely help us as a culture, right?
Absolutely.
So being in that business, I mean, we're gonna get into other people's stuff, but being in that club business, helping it. I've been in there, you got your booths, you selling your hookahs,
Yeah.
you got your VIPs, and then watching the Burn Lounge on the social media sites,
Excuse me.
on the social media sites and everything. How do you come up with that concept in the hood? You basically took Atlanta upscale area and put it down there in the hood, as you call it, and they still adapt.
I mean, because everybody likes nice things. And if you show us and you teach us that we can indulge in these things, then we won't mistreat it, right? So if you make people feel included and make it an inclusive environment, they're going to take care of what you bring to the community. Because most people want to be able to say, hey, this is up the street from my house, or I got a job here, or I take care of this, or I feel safe here. Why not? We don't have to patronize other communities, and this is no diss to anybody else's business because we all work hard in this industry, right? But if you show people best foot forward, then you can take as many as you could.
Everybody ain't an entrepreneur.
No.
Everybody ain't club owner.
No, but you need some Indians, right?
Yeah.
We need workers. I consider myself a worker. Yes, I'm a leader, and again, I don't use that terminology boss. I am a leader, but I'm not too good to get in there and do my work. I'm a leader.
You're a boss.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader boss.
Leaders over bosses.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
You know, I'm a leader, and I got a bunch of little bosses under me that's trying to get to that leading position.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that, but can they help get there?
Absolutely.
Oh, so you basically saying if you took that same method and opened up in a different location, you take some of your bosses that you taught and allow them to lead at a different location?
Yeah. If you apply with follow through and consistency, that's all it
But
takes.
then you have to pay attention to them too.
Yeah.
I noticed down at your club, because like I said, we followed and everything. There was an issue not long ago with them taking your liquor license.
Yeah.
And when they took your liquor license, I told the lady, I said, somebody over there bothered her. I ain't gonna say the name and everything, unless you want to.
Right.
But say somebody over there bothered it, and I thought, for me being a business owner, and doing something down there in South Fulton County, in Fulton County,
Right.
I said, it's kind of like a political move. Somebody want to oust her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I think it was a shooting over there, whatever.
Right. In the parking lot.
It was a shooting in the parking lot, and they try to put everything on your business. When the shooting actually took place on the outside of the business.
Right.
So how do you feel about that? And then get to the part of how you got them, because you got your liquor license back.
Yeah, immediately.
Because they took it for how long? These things to get it.
The whole ordeal took about 30 days.
Yeah.
About 1 month.
So how you feel about that? Explain that exactly if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
What happened about the whole of it?
Well, of course, I was upset. It was a situation that was out of my control, that they tried to make my problem. So I had to really, I wouldn't say, I had to get into character. And
What we want to do, we're going to take us a break.
okay,
We're going to take us a break and take our podcast. And we're going to remember that, because y'all know I forget this shit. We said we're going to get into character, and we're going to pick up on the shooting that happened in the parking lot, not at Burn Lawn.
Right.
But it caused somebody political to snatch your liquor. Okay, we'll take a 15-minute break here at Fifth Park Podcast. We'll be right back at you.
Welcome to the new townhome residence coming soon, Pointe Park. These modern luxury units will be located on Butner Road in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, just minutes away from the downtown area and the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. The 7 units will include an open floor plan, rooftop patio, 3 bedrooms with 2 masters, and so many more luxurious details. For more information on Pinpoint Foundation's latest development, please visit pinpointfoundation.org. And for interest in pre-sales, please visit our website, pinpointbrokers.net. We hope your new home awaits you.
does the job entail?
So, the city of South Fulton in Atlanta, period, is having, some, violent crime issues in the city. So
Having?
we're having them. Currently. So that's, public knowledge that, post-pandemic, there's a lot of things going on in the streets of the world right now. So there's been a couple of incidents that's been happening in the city of South Fulton, of course. My business wasn't exempt from that. So there are a couple of incidences, just one-off incidents that happened in the parking lot after a string of shutdown of nightclubs.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shonica, Shonica. Last name Crocker, Crocker. I am the owner of Burn Lounge Atlanta. I have been the owner of Burn Lounge Atlanta for 7 years, without incident, might I add. I want to extremely apologize for wasting you guys' time for coming out here on such isolated events. Burn Lounge has never had any revocations on my liquor license in 7 years since I've been open. There has been a couple of isolated events in the parking lot that I feel the community should be responsible for taking action when they decide to shut other venues down without consulting the other business owners that it could potentially affect.
In the city of South Fulton, some allegations were thrown out there, put in the news media, that kind of looped Burn Lounge into the conversation, and which caused the city council to revocate my license.
They go about it the right way?
They did not. So I had to hire legal counsel to file an injunction to get our license back reinstated, because the way that they revoked my license was without just cause and without my proper just due to fight against the allegations that they were putting amongst my club.
But you ain't got no incidents.
I hadn't had any reported incidents of big car break-ins and things like that at my club in almost 7 years.
So, you think it's politically motivated, or you think it's just somebody?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? I'm very under the radar when it comes to my business. I go to work. You know what I mean? To make sure that you provide a safe nightlife experience for people in the city of South Fulton. Some of the other clubs in the area had some incidences where there were, some killings and, just things that were unfortunate for their establishments. That had nothing to do with Burn Lounge. So all the clubs in the area just kind of got looped into that conversation, and they revoked my license. Well, yes, there were some incidents that happened that were on our watch, but that was not directly affiliated with the club. There was never any incidents inside of Burn Lounge.
Never.
Never.
So, if you do, what's the protocol if there's an incident inside of the club? Like, me on the mine, I've never had no Pointe. Because there's new restaurant bars, cigar bars. Who's what not there.
Right.
They didn't know about it or not.
Right.
But we had a policy implemented if something did happen, fight broke out, unfortunate shooting, unfortunate killing. Did you have like a policy in place if something happened, and how would you handle it? Would you handle it directly, hands on, bodyguard?
Yeah.
Exactly. What's the policy if an incident
I
happens?
mean, of course I had policies. I haven't had any incidents
Right.
in all the time that I've been open. Of course, when there's liquor involved, there's partying, and people are intoxicated, there
Yeah, I tell you my policy today after this incident happened. We're going back to the just do the way they did me. They basically sent out a letter. And I remember, I think, what you call it? The agent, when you got your sign to the agent, I think my agent, back in 2006, I think they named it. I remember because of the name. But, nevertheless, the contact came out and let me know what it was, and they suspended our license for, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks while they investigated.
Right.
They come to find out that the young man had substance alcohol.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't that guy running.
Yeah.
I'll rather yell at my spot.
Yeah.
So they didn't do anything like that with you. It was kind of like the protocol that you should have done.
Right.
To contact you first to let you know we're going to look at you.
Yeah, they have to put you on notice.
Right.
And I wasn't granted the opportunity to be put on notice. I was actually shut down on a Friday evening at 7 p.m. and my doors open at 8 p.m. So I had to alert all of my staff last minute and then, figure out and scramble what to do because I had never been in that position before again because I had never been in any legal trouble since I've been in this industry. So it was difficult to deal with, but in this business you gotta be able to put your big girl hat on and be ready to fight for what you invested in.
Right, of course. Because that club business is a real big investment. And you made it real nice with that.
Thank you.
Very nice. It makes you something going to the hoop sales you come from Miami.
Yeah,
Hoop is a big business.
it is.
Very big business. We smoking right now.
Listen.
We smoking on all our podcasts.
Yeah.
How is the hoop business in the industry? At your club, and then I know you got burn hookah. What you got outside?
Actually a mobile smoke shop.
Right, you create different revenues for the because of the pandemic. Because the pandemic, did it hurt your business at all?
Well, I pivot. You know what I mean? You have to be creative if you're an entrepreneur, right?
Right.
So yes, of course, the pandemic hurt a little bit, but you have to pivot your business to make it make sense. So when we were closed down for those 2 months, I did curbside to-go food. I also did a mobile hookah kit business where I would package up a hookah kit for people to smoke at home, which included, the coals, the shisha, the tobacco, the tips, an actual pipe to smoke for $60. So that did really, really, really well. I would deliver it, they would pull up to the curb, and we would sell it to them.
So that became a market.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That our food, because Burn Lounge is not just a nightclub, it's a full service restaurant, bar, and lounge.
Oh.
So, of course, we couldn't have people patronizing us on the inside, so we set up a little patio outside, put some turf down, some tables, served food to go. They were able to either order through social media, they were able to order online, they could call us. I had a couple of girls, waitresses coming in, and I was able to serve alcohol to go, as long as the bottles were sealed. So I made branded bottles that said, please drink responsibly, don't consume under the age of 21. I have specialty cocktail drinks that we would just bottle up, sell them. They can pull up, get their drinks, get their food, take it to go, as well as their food kit, so they got the Burn Lounge experience in their home.
So basically, you saying, like I always say, it ain't no easy. It's awesome.
It's in
Because a lot of people sit down in business, a lot of people complain, even when they got their the government system PPP money or AML money, they still don't know what to do with it.
Absolutely.
So you, like you said, I know you say you pivot. I like to think of everything in my favorite sport outside of football and boxing.
Right.
So you made the shift from field.
I shifted.
You went to softball and
Absolutely.
then you started throwing the jab and the body shot.
Listen,
And
I'm
the
winning.
hookah, that's right. I'm going to sell the hookah.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell the food. I got a liquor license. I'm going to give you guys liquor. I'm going to make you feel good. We all want to feel good to get through the pandemic. So, but you carry it into existence to this day.
Yeah, and I even created tutorials to show people how to set their hookahs up, how to get the best flavor, how to get the most smoke out of it. Just to show people that, even though we were dealing with hard times, we can still have a good time.
Right.
We can still have
You
a
kept
good
a lot
time.
of smiles then you didn't forget who made you the person that you are.
Not at all.
Which a lot of people do. A lot of business owners forget. And then they start shitting on their client. They start shitting on their employees. I use the word shit because the way what they do is take a crowd.
Yeah.
Not physically, but mentally, where it should have been physically. Because they done got a big head.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for these people, because I always say, whether you the CEO, president of the company, or you the person cleaning the bathroom or picking up the mail, everybody's role is very essential. It's very important in the business.
Yeah.
And you gotta make sure that you treat people like humans, no matter how big you are. Because every business, believe it or not, started off as a small business.
Absolutely, and especially when you're in the service industry, right? You're providing a service. We're nothing without the people that patronize our service. And it's people that work with you too, because yes, we may have created Burn Lounge, but our staff keeps it going, helps us make it, helps us become popular in the community, you know, put the word out there that we're still here. So you gotta take care of those that take care of you.
Right. And I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm just mentioning it now to get into it. We get there to be deeper. Actually being one of the Pinpoint clients, thank you for your business.
Yes, absolutely.
I flew out to LA to meet your business doing one of your business partners.
Yes.
Because the pandemic stopped us.
It put us on hold.
Right, put us on hold. We were looking for a building for you between 3 and 5 million,
Right.
and you purchase.
Right.
And you was gonna do what still is.
Yeah.
You know,
Us,
fall.
uh-huh.
Get it off fall.
Okay, absolutely.
But
Talk about it.
let's talk about the tea house.
Yeah.
That's
Tea house.
good. The tea house.
Yeah.
All right, the tea house that we actually talked about doing
Yes.
in Los Angeles, California, but I flew out there to meet the business partner.
Right.
That's what we talking about.
Right. So, along with Burn Lounge, I have a couple of other businesses that I do. And again, I had to pick from the tea house, which is how Pinpoint and myself got in bed together, for lack of better terms, to do business. Me and my business partners in LA were building a tea company with a CBD-based tea house in Los Angeles, California. So because of the pandemic and the COVID issues, we had to pivot that business as well. So we created the actual drink that we'll be selling to other brick and mortar stores. It's called Tealess. It's a CBD infused tea drink.
Oh, that was created over the pandemic?
It was.
Okay.
And
Yeah, about that.
yeah, I did. And it's actually going to be released in the next 3 or 4 months. So we're looking to position them in big box stores, gas stations, grocery stores, to distribute to sell them in nightclubs and stuff like that. It's called Tealess. So you can think about a healthy version of like a Red Bull, because there's hemp infused products, there's ashwagandha, and all these healthy elements to tea. So we're trying to get rid of the caffeine and go more towards the tea-based drink.
Right, over like in the UK, that's all they drink is tea.
Yeah. And my business partners are UK.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Yeah. Shout out to Zena.
Shout out to Zena.
They're both from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's from the UK, right?
Yeah, she is.
She has access to.
Yeah.
And then you told me about the tea house. Then you like about the production.
Yes. So along with my second LA-based business, along with Zena and another young lady named Grace, who's also from the UK, we formed a production company called East End Studios that we shoot reality-based docu-series. And we have about 5 projects on the books right now to hopefully be released top of 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
And then all y'all been moving.
yeah. We call ourselves beige girls, you know.
The beige girl.
Yeah, beige girls.
Oh, B-E-I-G.
B-E-I-G-E, yes.
Oh, not black women, but beige girl.
Beige girls.
Hey, we gonna come back on the beige girl. Y'all know I'm old and I be forgetting shit. So if I come back and ask her to pick up, see younger, she should remember that shit.
Yeah, beige.
We
I
gonna
mean,
take
we're
that.
trying to be all inclusive though, because yes, absolutely, I'm a black, 100% black female.
Right.
But my business partners are multiracial.
Okay, multiracial.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take a break on that note, and we're gonna come back on multiracial. Right? We're gonna come back and take a few tick breaks. Alright, we'll be back in a few ticks.
Introducing to you Pinpoint Foundation's Real Estate Lounge, a unique experience in all things real estate and other business ventures. Pinpoint is an expansive company that is driven to put our customers' best interests first in all aspects. commercial and residential real estate representation, where we do closings here at the office, to our 501c3, mentoring and nonprofit events, filming productions, and courier services, come let Pinpoint point you in the right direction and experience business better than you have before. We're not a regular real estate company, we're a cool real estate company. Visit us on our websites, pinpointbrokers.net and pinpointfoundation.org, and check us out on our social media platforms. Pinpoint Foundation is always accepting donations through Zelle to Pinpoint Foundation or through mail-in checks. See you soon!
All right, now y'all, we back at Pinpoint with Miss Shonica Crocker, multi-stream income lady, leader boss, leader over bosses.
Leaders over bosses.
That's right, we're going to toast the leaders over bosses. Right now. We're going to tap it and we're going to sip it. So let's jump back into it where we left off at. And we was talking about the beige girls.
Yes.
The beige women.
Beige women.
Yeah, I like to call women women. Ain't nobody no girls. Girls are girls, women are women, men are men, boys are boys. And I'm sitting with a woman. All right, so let's jump back into it with you being into the business,
Yes.
as you call it, multiracial.
Yeah.
But I call it, if it got an ounce of black in it, it's black.
Okay.
That's why it became beige.
That's
So
right.
talk to me about the girls down there, your business partners in LA.
Yeah, we're three entrepreneurial women. My two business partners are from the UK. Miss Grace Betsy, and then there's Miss Zena Witter and myself, Shonica Crocker. We have a production company called BCW Studios. And we focus on filming reality docu-series highlighting women.
Reality docu-series.
Uh-huh.
We had a young lady today came in to possibly see about joining Pinpoint Brokers,
Okay.
and she stated something about what she does. I can't remember what she does, but one of the main things is it's about women empowerment. There's a lot of black women empowerment going on.
Yeah.
What's up with y'all not empowering the black men? Goddammit.
I mean, it's not that,
We're gonna talk about the docu-series.
No, absolutely.
Nobody want to uplift the black man. Oh, we need that uplifting shit. Well, I don't need that shit. I'm already there. With some of them other guys. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about the mother cat.
No, absolutely.
You see the black, right?
Shout out to all of the
Yeah.
men and black men of America and of the world. We love you. But as women,
Oh, damn,
we need to support each other, right?
Yeah.
You know, without
Y'all
women,
long overdue.
I mean, but without women, there would be no men, right? Because we created y'all, we birthed y'all.
No.
We
No.
created and we birthed y'all.
All right, let's talk about the creation. Before we get into the docu-series, I didn't bring this up. She brought it up. I want everybody to remember that. Without a man,
Yeah.
excuse me, and a feel-good nut, nobody on earth will be walking around. Because all of y'all spun from our ball sack.
But why do we have to separate it? Why can't it all be
Well, you
inclusive?
just separate.
Because it's collective.
And you could, you said that at the beginning, but you want to say y'all are
We-
creative.
we-
We are the
we
actual
need each
creators.
other.
We
It's
are
all-
the gods that
it's
create.
all love. It's all love. It's all inclusive, right? We need each other. So shout out to y'all strong black men out there.
Strong black men, but we carried the whole world in our balls.
Absolutely. But let's get
Every human being was a feel-good nut.
Yeah, that's all right.
Y'all was the incubators, y'all carried.
Well, women provide that experience.
Huh?
We provide that experience, though.
Well, we provided an experience too. It ain't just all about y'all.
It's not. And listen,
Because without us,
I believe in inclusivity. It's nothing about excluding any of you guys. Listen, we
because
love our black
women get
men.
hooked on men like men get hooked on women.
Absolutely, but that's a
But it
different
takes
conversation
two.
for a different day.
Yeah, I know. You want to
It's a
we
different
talking the
conversation for a
docu-series. We're going to
different day.
separate talking about y'all. But go ahead back to y'all. The women empowerment docu-series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about bringing women together, period. Like, we just want to make sure and just be a leading force to show women that we are stronger together than we are competing against each other.
And that's one thing that I do love about seeing black women standing so firm, so strong.
Yeah.
Because my mother, God bless her, she passed in 2017 with cancer. But my mother raised all five of us on her own. Unfortunately, my father was away.
Yeah.
And she stood strong and raised us, made sure we became who we are to this day.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of black women. So I do shout out to y'all.
Thank
So
you.
when I say something, I just be saying it in fun.
No,
because
absolutely.
I really appreciate the black woman. Black men are the most hated. And I feel black women are the most disrespected.
Absolutely.
So we share two parts of disrespect. And that's why I love to see black women in power.
And that's the foundation of our production company. At least one thing that we stand on and we value is just uplifting the black woman and making sure that we appropriate them in a positive manner. So anything in any production that we're working on that's including women, we try to highlight them in the most positive way possible.
Exactly. Which you thought of that, or you three ladies thought of
Yeah.
that. Did y'all think of that because all three of y'all business owners?
Yep.
And the struggles, and it's not easy being a black business owner for a female in the club industry, the restaurant, bar, lounge industry, because of the night life and everything, to be able to sustain this long.
Yeah.
So, with those ups and downs, have you ever encountered a great disrespect because you are who you are? I know, of course, I know you overcame it, you still here to this day. But have you ever encountered it, and how did you overcome it?
Every day. I mean, every day. You know what I mean? I'm a woman in a male-dominated industry. So, I mean, you can only imagine the things that I'm faced with on a daily, from customers to, you know, just men leading the charge in this industry every day. I just really try to stay focused on my goals, you know, and doing what I need to do to make myself be viewed in the best possible light.
Right.
I look at my glass half full all the time. You know what I mean? I try not to focus on any negative energy.
And I noticed one thing, not negative but positive energy. Every time I see you, every time I always met you, you always dressing fly.
Thank you.
But you dress your fly.
Yeah.
Meaning, like people tell me, now I've actually had people share it with me. I don't know how the fuck they share it with me. But they say, hey, Mr. Menifee, you always dressing nice. But you dress nice, you look like a dope dealer. I said, but damn, what if I was white? Well, then you look like a businessman. What if I was fucking Asian? You look like a businessman.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, well, goddamn, so if I dress nice, I gotta be a high-end drug dealer. I can't be a business owner, so that just take off the market. You dressing nice every time we see you. Do you get that same disrespect as I get?
Yeah, because my everyday uniform I consider as casual fly, right? I don't dress it up a lot. I like to wear my baseball caps, as you can see.
Right.
I like to be comfortable. Appearance is one thing. When I open my mouth, is another thing. So you can judge me based off the way I look, but once you have a conversation with me, you're gonna have a different outlook on who you think I am, or who
Like
you know
the city
me to be.
council did? The city council.
Yeah.
Like the city council woman did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she thinking. I really don't care.
Right.
To be honest, at the end of the day, I'm a fair, upstanding businesswoman. It don't matter what I look like, as long as I do my part and do it properly and by the books, then that's all that should matter.
And the level of professionalism, you go off of corporate America, quote unquote, deem you to be, or you go off of how the fuck you feel you gonna be.
I go off of how I feel, because you can look corporate and still be crooked. You know what I mean?
Most are.
Corporate and crooked. You know, I'm comfortable and on top of my business. So you can judge me based off of how I look. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care. I'm gonna let my work speak for itself.
Okay. And you know all things real estate in Pointe.
Absolutely.
And before we get to real estate, I know you got multiple stream income. You
Yes.
talked about the Burn Lounge, which is your restaurant bar lounge.
Yes.
Then you talk about, you didn't really elaborate on it, but you talked about
My mobile smoke shop.
the mobile smoke shop.
Mhm.
Before I get into that, that's another streamline
Yeah.
income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I want you to go back for that. Then you got your production, and then hopefully we do the tea house and launch that down there now,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And then she's a book producer,
Publisher.
publisher,
Uh-huh.
and y'all see right here, this is why she say, leaders over bosses. Here's a book that's a great book. I bet the artist, the writer of this book, it's called I'm Busy
But still cooking for baby.
But Still Cooking for Baby. And it's an actual cookbook. And a lot of you women, I hope y'all go out and get this book. I bought a box of it, right?
Yep,
to
you
support
sure
her.
did.
And I just give them away.
Yeah.
We got an IRI program that we do with the prisoners that start back actually this Saturday. And she signed something from our last for our last graduation we did for them.
Yeah.
We gave it away to some women.
Yeah.
So one of them handed this book. Tell us about how the experience, how you get into publishing, and what made you want Miss Yassine Patterson. That's her name.
Yes.
Miss Yasmin. Yasmin, I'm always fucking up names. They ain't got that blood on it. So how Miss Jasmine, how you meet her, and what made you want to talk about I'm busy but I'm still cooking for babe?
Yeah.
There we go. Let my partner in.
Yeah.
Let
So
my brother in.
I have.
Make him walk around.
So this is a book that I helped publish along with one of my very best friends, Jasmine Patterson. Shout out to you guys. I have a group of girlfriends that is
Shout out
called,
to Jazz.
Yep, that is called the Sister Circle. It's about 15 girls. All of my friends are entrepreneurs. They have their own businesses, or at least trying to launch their businesses, and we go by the Sister Circle. So within our Sister Circle, we always try to keep our resources within our circle. So if we can help each other make money, if there's an opportunity that we may have, if there's just anything that we can do to help uplift each other, we do. Because we can't be on that yacht by ourselves spending our money if I'm the only person that got money, or Yaz is the only person that got money, or Zena or Shonica or Janelle or Albanese. Any of my girlfriends, everyone is looking to uplift each other. So that's how this book came about. As one day me and Yaz was having a conversation. I just asked her, what is it that you want to do? What's your passion? And she was like, I want to write a book, and I want to write a cookbook. So I said, let's do it. We invested in ourselves. I invested in her. She invested in herself. She wrote a book about the working woman to kind of just figure out a way to still be successful and have your independence, but take care of home at the same time. So the book is an erotic cookbook with 14 short stories with the recipes to match, to kind of spice up your love life while you're still working.
Open up that book and just say let's read one little thing out of that book.
One little thing out of the book. The first chapter.
I'm cooking. What is I'm cooking for babe?
I'm busy but still cooking for babe.
Get that shit right one day.
Yeah.
I'm busy but still cooking for
And
babe.
it's actually a good book. The first chapter is called File on the Play. And this story is about a young lady who is a working woman that is dating an athlete. And it's just basically an erotic story. You have to get the book, which is on all digital platforms, and you can buy it off Amazon to get your paperback copy as well. Basically, just a fun story about her dating an athlete and something that happened with the recipes match.
Oh wow.
So shout out to you guys. Y'all please go and support her and get Busy But Still.
Yeah, shout out to Yaz again. It's, like I said, it's a great book. We support her. We support any small minority business. But we support all businesses.
Yes.
But
And
our
my
focus
publishing
is on
company.
black business owners because, what you say?
My publishing company, Leaders Over Bosses, published the book for her.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that in now.
Yeah.
Leaders over bosses.
Yes.
Leaders over bosses. This is a boss move right here. So it's gonna be said on the podcast, but I don't give a damn if you don't like it. You used to talk to the left, right? You used to talk to the left.
I wash my hands.
Yeah, that long
I didn't use.
Now we're gonna get back to the podcast.
Don't call me out like that.
It ain't my partner now. But listen, now all serious, all serious. I want you guys to raise it up from the game. I hope you guys go out there and get the book. How can you find it again?
It's on Amazon, it's on iBooks, it's on Kindle, any digital platform, and you can order it off Amazon and we will mail you a paperback copy.
By Leaders Over Bosses. Now tell me, how you come up with the name Leaders Over Bosses?
Well, when I was a little girl, the word and the terminology boss has such a negative context to it, and really it's not. So I'm in the process of writing my book as well, called I Once Was a Bossy Little Girl. So basically it is
Tyrant or boss?
boss.
Nothing wrong with tyrant.
It isn't, but you know, tyrants, see, they look at the terminology boss as a negative thing when you're young. When you're young. Sorry, let me get this mic together. Is that better? Okay, perfect. They look at that. They own me. The terminology, the term boss, it has such a negative connotation to it when it shouldn't be. Because basically, if your young girl is bossy and she's deemed mean, you just kind of have to teach her to transition those bossy attributes into leadership skills, because that bossy little girl can turn out to be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company one day. So the book is called I Once Was a Bossy Little Girl. Instead of using the word boss, I believe that bosses delegate and leaders lead and encourage. So that's how I came up with the term
That's
leaders
some
over
shit to
bosses.
toast to. Even though we look for anything to toast to. That's some
Thank
shit
you.
to toast to.
Thank you.
You know, I'm talking about leaders over bosses. Inspired by a sassy little girl, now who's a grown woman that's a leader, really a boss. Bosses over leaders, leaders over, what is leader
Right.
over
The
boss?
title of the book is called I Once Was a Bossy Little Girl.
I once was a
Turning those bossy negative connotations into leadership
That kind of
skills.
sounds like a movie script.
Yeah, we can do that too.
You might need to let Pointe Film do that.
Or
and
BC,
then-
or BCW Studio.
BCW Studio producing.
Absolutely.
We gonna collab now.
Let's do it. We gonna figure it out.
Collab. Now y'all in LA, we in Atlanta, but we in Atlanta ain't.
And we bi-coastal. And we in
bi-coastal.
education.
I said bi-coastal. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Bi-coastal. What the hell we tri-coastal then, goddamn.
Let's do it.
Cause we Atlanta, Houston, and LA now.
Look, above the sky is the limit.
Above the sky.
Above the sky.
That's
is
what we
the
talking
limit.
about. Now with this different streamlined income, I know you dabbling into real estate as well.
Yeah.
Dabbling into the real estate with Pinpoint, and again,
Yeah,
we always appreciate business.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into the ownership of commercial property?
Honestly, because the building that I lease now, I bought that building 10 times over with the amount of rent that I pay.
Right.
Excuse me. So why not own the buildings? You know, we need more of us in
Yeah.
ownership positions when it comes to commercial property. So,
Right.
you know, hats off to Pinpoint for even leading that charge and
Right.
educating, you know, people like myself to want to get involved in commercial real estate.
Yeah, because we do need it, because in your plaza, I know how many businesses in that small plaza?
There's about 15.
About 15 businesses in that plaza, and it's been around for how long? What's the name of the plaza?
Red Oak Village.
Red Oak Village.
Mhm.
So in Red Oak Village Plaza,
It's been there a very
how
long time.
many? It's been there a very long
It's a
time.
very long time, and I occupy 3 spaces. So imagine my rent in 3 spaces times 7 years.
Well, we
I
know.
bought that building
Well,
10
we
times
know if you decide to lease another location, you come to Pinpoint, and we'll imagine that we make sure your TI dollars are kept in your pockets
Oh, absolutely.
and
Thank
spun out of that landlord's pockets
you. Thank you.
because they have it.
But you know, that's the good thing about Pinpoint is that you can educate minorities on that, because there's not enough people in that position to kind of teach us the benefit of owning commercial property. It's not a lot of people like you in that position in your company, so hats off to you guys for doing that.
Well, thank God on it. I think he placed me in a position. Me being in this position almost 30 years, hey, I weathered the storm, I weathered the hurricane, I weathered the tornado,
The
I weathered
pandemic.
the pandemic, I weathered the flood, I weathered the worst of the worst weather, and that's the motherfucking haters.
Yeah.
Got that when you weather their ass like you weathered them, when I weathered them, we weathered some shit because the storms, the tornadoes, the hurricane, we know that shit gonna come and go. Them haters seem to fucking linger in, don't they?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
you
it's,
do about the
it's,
haters
it's
in business?
man, listen, I'm motivated. It's cliche, but let them be your motivators.
Yeah, let your haters be your motivators.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the hate at all.
I don't entertain the hate.
Mm.
Not
Listen,
at all.
you kill more bees with kindness, right, and with honey, and that's how I am. I'm always kind. I'm always happy. At the end of the day, they can't stop me.
No. You know what God got for you, it can't nobody take from you. And not to get into no religion shit. It's just that I do believe in God.
Absolutely.
Like this here, talk about another thing. Another one of your streamlined income before the Burn Lounge.
Oh my goodness.
You was your Grammy
Nominated songwriter.
nominated songwriter, and it came from what? Akon Convict album.
Yeah, Convict
Tell us
album.
which song that was and how you get it there. And then I want you to blow a tune. Like I said, top off.
So we singing today.
Yeah, we trying to sing. Hey, I'm telling you, you special. You gotta give out your talent.
You make me sound like I'm all over the place.
No, you are. We are. Hey, that's multiple stream lines of income. And we hope that right now, all the women that looking at you, you empowering them since it's all about y'all. Y'all forgot all about us.
No, we did.
But we want you to empower them.
Yeah.
So tell us.
Well, when I had my first record deal with Sony Music, I was singing for a very long time. I've been signed as a writer, as an artist, in group, solo artist, wrote for some of the big names. I was nominated for a Grammy. I wrote the song The Rain on Akon's Convicted album. It's the only song that he didn't write. I will say this about the music business. I've managed artists, written for artists, sang background for a lot of artists. The music business might be the toughest industry that I've ever worked in. It's a lot of heartbreak. It's a lot of work. It's very lucrative, but it takes a lot of time. And there's only a few spaces for superstars. I love music. That's my first passion.
Really?
Yeah, it's my very first passion. If I could have been bigger than Beyonce, I would have.
Right.
And I don't feel like it's never too late, but for me, it's a certain lifestyle that I wanted to live. So I took the money that I made.
You know, Beyonce from H-Town now.
Hey, yeah, I mean,
H-Town.
shout out to B. I'm part of the Beehive, you know.
Part of the Beehive,
Part of the
H-Town.
Beehive a little bit.
I know she was Jiggle Band up down there in New York, up there in New York. But, hey, she's an H-Town home chick.
Yeah, she is an H-Town home chick. But yeah, as far as music goes, like, that is my first passion. But I wanted a certain lifestyle, and after a certain age, you know, you have to make some tough decisions. And because I wanted to live and I didn't want to sacrifice my whole life for music, I decided to take my money and invest it in other things that could make me $1 million a whole lot quicker than music.
Oh, really? A whole lot of quick, without all the turbulence.
Exactly.
Without all the turbulence. But now I gotta put you on the spot.
No, you don't. We gonna interject
you right.
some of my
you
music
know what?
in the edit.
You know what? No, you know what? You're right. I don't gotta put you on the spot. I wanna put you on the spot. Go ahead, hit me.
That's my bad.
Now we're gonna say what we just did. I'm gonna get a tie pause. I'm gonna give me a tie pause. What you gonna give you?
Can I get a refill?
Can I get a tie pause?
Can I get a refill?
Can I get a tie pause?
Alright, that's it.
I'm gonna top off and she gonna really feel. I ain't never said I was there. You know what I mean? I think you can blow for real.
Alright.
So go hit your song, but just hit one. Just hit a
I just gave it to you.
No.
I just gave it
Well,
to you.
give
You
it
got
to
a
him.
refill. I gave it to you.
Well, don't-
If y'all want to hear my music, y'all can still stream it. It's on.
You don't want to hear the music, you just want to hear
We
one.
gonna put it in the edit.
Oh, Lord. So you gonna, alright now, you gonna let them.
I'm gonna give y'all some music and you're gonna put it in the edit.
So that means you gonna sing.
Quarter music.
That means we can take a damn break and you can sing. We can come back on break. You don't want to do it like that? Damn, hey, I tried, goddamn. Pinpoint Podcast thought we was gonna get this
Pinpoint trying to start pinpoint music.
Yeah, no. I don't never want to be in the music.
Listen.
Nah, I can't deal with that. You know what? I never got out the music industry, in the business. I had a lot of my partners back in the day, right? And I see some of my partners done invested in $1 million. They done invested in $1 million in an artist. Some of the artists make it, some of them don't. But here's the thing about the investment. This is what I don't understand the artist. You got somebody investing in you. They stick $1 million in you, $500,000, $250,000, $2 million, whatever dollar amount they put in you. And if you don't make it, the investor, your manager, whatever the hell role they play, they just got to accept that loss and move on in life.
Yeah,
but,
well, the music industry is like the film industry. It's high risk investment.
hold on, but watch this here. But then if you do make it, just say your first deal, somebody gets $20 million. Then the artist say, well, my manager messed over me. He only gave me $2 million out of $20 million. And me being a business businessman, how the fuck did he mess over me? Because I had this said to me plenty of times by different people. I won't call my name. And like, oh, man, they messed over me, man. And we got a $20 million deal year, they only gave me 2 or 3 million. I said, well, how much they put into you, man? They ain't spent nothing but $1 million. That's a motherfucking $1 million. How you gonna put an interest price on $8 million? How you gonna tell them what they should make off the $1 million that they invested? How is it that they messed over you when if your ass you wouldn't have got the connection, wouldn't have got the record deal, wouldn't have got nothing if that manager had not risked and took that money that they had, however they got it, and invested in you. You wouldn't be where you at today. So explain to me how, excuse the French, well not excuse the French, how the fuck did they mess over you? So help me out with that shit. Cause I can't never get it.
Yeah, well, here's the issue. A lot of artists, they focus more on their creativity than they do their business. So at the end of the day, I suggest and encourage all artists to have a business manager, and you have your road manager.
Right.
And your business managers to handle your business.
But I think we missed the point I'm talking about though. If you invest in me on this song right here, I'm gonna do a time off.
Yeah.
And you know that sound like bullshit. But then that's what's out to them. So here it is. You sit up here and invest in me, and I don't make it. Damn, thank you. Man, I wish I could have made it. But then I do make it, and somebody foolish enough to give me $5 million. You got $1 million invested. How much I think I'm supposed to take that money and split half? If we split it half, 2.5, you only up 1.5, along with all the headaches and everything,
Well,
right?
I mean, I definitely think the management, if you put any money, well, I'm not a believer that management should put any money into their artists. That's not a manager's position, and
Right.
that's where the game gets messed up a lot of the times. It's because managers start investing in their artists, and that's not their position, right? So I see it from both sides. I see it from a management standpoint, and I see it from an artist because I've stood on both sides of it, right? So I do believe that whoever the investor is should recoup their money first.
Exactly.
But as an
Like
artist,
in any business.
yeah, but as an artist, you should talk about your business and tie those numbers up before you sign on the dotted line. They won't have no issues about who gets paid what.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's on the artist to make sure they have their business together too, because if you don't, anybody will take advantage of you, and that's in any industry. So
Is it taking advantage?
yeah, absolutely.
How?
Because that artist is putting in work too.
No. But is it taking advantage?
It could be. Yeah, if your paperwork not together.
Here's what I call taking advantage of. Not informing you of what in this contract, and I give you this contract, and you, like I tell people, everybody we bring on the Pointe, we give out our contracts, and we tell them, please read it to your entirety. Before you sign it, we want you to read to its entirety, and if you have any questions, please ask those questions.
But most people don't understand contractual jargon, right? So as a business person, you always should look at yourself as a business. I don't care what side of the fence
Exactly.
you are.
Did they understand the lyrics of today?
But what I'm saying is that it's up to them to get their legal representation to make sure that they understand what's in that contract. And you gotta understand, contractual jargon to the average person is foreign language.
Right.
It's foreign language. So you could give me a contract today and say, here, sign the dotted red line, make sure you read it. But if I don't understand the language and I sign, then that's on me.
Just like real estate.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
real estate, that's why all business owners, that's why all corporate America, government, and when they looking for a location, they don't look for it themselves. They hire
Somebody that understands.
someone who's in that business to represent them, to negotiate the terms at least.
And
Going back to all things
artists
real estate.
should do the same thing. So
They
it's all
should.
applicable to any industry that you're in. If you don't understand something, make sure you hire somebody and pay them what they're worth to make sure they're representing you and getting the best benefit for you out of your deals.
That's why one thing about it, I would never been in business. I seen too many people lose more than win.
I mean, you definitely have to have a passion for it, especially from a managerial standpoint. I've been there. You have to really believe in that artist.
I was in a
And
group when I
want
was
to take
young.
a loss.
What you do? Yeah, we called Code 5. And then prior to Code 5, out of Houston, Texas, shout out to my best friend, like my brother, he passed, Uncle don't remember it. I can't sit up here and say I did it. Somebody told me before Beyonce became, I danced back in the day, you know, we was dancing. Oh, I was bad motherfucker on that on theater. Let me tell you, right? But I used to always win a talent show, and then I get disqualified because I would always get no script.
Oh, good.
No, Bible back then. Fucking
Keep it close up.
and then I used to like that song, Who Draws My Draw? Shit, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? But it, one of my nieces told me, my brother before he passed, when Beyonce first came out, he said, you don't know what that is? I'm like, no. He said, man, you choreographed them with your niece before, and they want a talent show. I said, I choreographed her. He said, yeah, man, you choreographed, you know what I'm saying, with their nieces, and they did a talent show. What the fuck?
Well, speaking of choreography, let's take a 1-2 step break for you.
Man,
Since you put me on the spot.
I'm watching people to Hey, listen, you catch me two-stepping on one of the podcasts. That's it. I don't do all that. I still got my moves and grooves on.
Alright.
See, I'm feeling like that.
Alright.
I don't do all the pop locking and ticking and all.
Oh, there you go.
Don't let me jump on my feet.
Show action, okay.
Jump on my feet, do split, tick back up. Yeah, I do all that. You know, but yeah, see, like, yeah, you over on choreographed up. I'm like, hell no, I was off of Braeswood in Houston, Texas,
Yeah.
at the apartment. These that I choreographed. I guess Beyonce don't had a group. And that was before Destiny Child.
Yeah, I mean, you know I was small.
Now, I don't remember it. But my brother tell me, like, yeah, I don't remember it. I choreographed them for a talent show, and they say they won a talent show. I don't know what the fuck they did. Because I was moving around, I just did that for her. I didn't know Beyonce at all. But they told me I did that, so I'm a fight.
Alright, 1-2 step.
We do, you know, Chicago think they the stellars. But you know, Houston, we got the best stellars. And I know if you've been to Houston, we got all the kind of dances, you know. It started back from Harlem Shuffle.
Yeah.
Boom to the right,
Yeah.
you know, Harlem Shuffle.
Yeah.
You remember all that?
But you know, Miami, you know where I'm from. We know for dancing too.
Y'all damn stepping.
Listen, now you heard some of that? You heard
Y'all
some
name
of
for
that voice?
y'all name no.
Listen, now.
Y'all name for Luke
You know the
Skywalker.
Skywalker, okay,
Yeah, y'all
okay.
name. Look at that little baby Duke.
We put it on the map, right?
Yeah, y'all put that on the map.
All right.
You gotta give it up to all
Born
the
and raised in the county today, right? 305, okay. All right.
713. You understand me? 713. You know what I mean? We the home of the elbows and bowls now. Come on, we always put on the car shows now.
We got the dogs now.
You know what I mean? 713, home of the goddamn me elbows and bowls. We always gonna put on the live car shows.
We up there.
On the A side, you know, we do the same difference. You remember what that guy died or killed himself on CNN, Boudin or something like that?
Yeah,
They showed
Anthony Boudin, right?
Anthony Boudin. You remember he did Houston? They got their own style. Elbows and bowls. Right now.
So does Florida.
Yeah, but y'all rocking elbows and bowls like this. You go to Houston right now, you go see some ninja on elbows and bowls on a Wraith, on a Jaguar, on a Porsche, on a Benz.
And you gonna see all that candy paint.
Oh, we got candy paint. We created
On the
the
Chevy, on
candy
the
paint.
truck. I mean, from Miami too now. Now listen, we all
Yeah,
got our
yeah,
things now.
everybody got their thing. Everybody, so we gonna go back to Houston, Miami thing.
No, we good.
We gonna both of the seasons.
Yes, absolutely.
We can't. You gotta give it up for both of them.
Give it up for
No, we look for
Toast
a
to
reason.
that.
We look for a
A
damn
little
reason.
reason to toast.
Goddamn it.
Okay.
We toast to Miami and Houston, goddamn it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's good.
But go back before we wrap it up. if you last like you have last, you're always gonna give them that residual income, that's what their investment is for. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we're doing a mixed use development, and we want a lot of businesses in line. We're gonna hold the bottom level of the mixed use development, which is for retail space, for clubs, lounges. The top, the middle is gonna be condos. We're gonna sell. The top is gonna be medical for medical space.
Oh wow.
So for medical space, and we're looking into Southwood and a couple other spaces, and we're gonna do something in Houston, Texas.
Okay. And Los Angeles, California.
We're gonna do something in Los Angeles, California, but what we're doing in Los Angeles, California is totally different because as I know, that's a different market. And I used to be in Los Angeles, California since the 90s, and I used to go every single week. It's just a different beat all the way till 2000.
No, I remember you were telling us about that when we were looking at our property.
Man, it's a different beast, and we're all gonna open up. We already do business out there right now,
right?
And we all gonna be opening up office in Pointe. But to try to figure out, because they're more or less on the Hispanic side than everything else. They're more or less white. It's not a lot of black business owners out there that actually own the business that work for somebody. And we're gonna come down here, real minority, real estate firm, non-profit 501c3 firm.
Amazing.
That's invested in real estate.
Amazing.
Purchase it, you know what I mean? Develop it, and we're doing the construction.
Amazing.
So we're gonna be doing everything just like we are here in Atlanta, Georgia, and Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? But that's a different beast in Los Angeles.
Okay.
You know
Well, I mean,
what
I look forward to all the endeavors that Pinpoint has, and I'm looking forward to partnering with you guys. So.
Well, you already
Thank
partnered,
you.
so we look forward to have you again. So, hey, we're gonna wrap this up. We hope you guys, can you do us a big favor? We hope you guys enjoyed Shonica of Burnout. Can you invite them out? If you're coming out in her location is really not in the hood. That's just something I like to talk mess about because it's too short. Money in the ghetto. That's my song. Hey, that's one of my top rappers. Scarface first.
Okay.
Then Jay-Z, Too Short, Ice Cube. You know what I'm talking about? I got top 5, but I'm gonna give y'all the 4. You dig what I'm talking about? But listen, we ain't on that shit right now either. Hell, that's my shit. But give them the location, the website, on how they can if they want to come out to the Burn Lounge to visit your club, as well as if they're a business owner and they want hookahs at their spot, you can pull up on them, or they can come in and they can get a hookah. What's the hookah on lounge?
Burn Smoke on the Go.
I'm always fucking up that. Burn Smoke on the Go.
Yes.
How can they get in touch with you? Can you give them your website, your social media sites?
You can follow us on all of our social media platforms at Burn Lounge ATL. That's BURNLOUNGEATL. That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The website is www.burnloungeatl.com. We're located at 3461 Roosevelt Highway in Atlanta, Georgia, 30349. If you would like to book your VIP section, you can email us at VIP@burnloungeatl.com. Yeah, we're here to serve you and give you an amazing nightlife experience. So, shout out to Pinpoint. Thank you for having us.
No, we thank you for being a guest and accepting our invitation. And one thing about it, if y'all didn't get that, no worries. We're gonna put it in what they call that shit on. If you look at our other podcast, the text, what's that? The text thing. It'll be on the damn screen. So we hope y'all look at it first. We want y'all to listen to it, and we want y'all to look at it just as well. We'll have all that information. Cause our whole thing, and then we also have where you could send if you want to purchase the book for
Jasmine.
Damn. I'm just gonna forget the damn name. You know, I'm excellent with faces and stuff. I'm bad with names.
It's okay.
Jasmine, the babe.
I'm busy but cooking for back.
Yeah. What is it called?
I'm busy but I'm still cooking for back.
I'm busy. I'm still cooking for babe. So if you women out there who want to be empowered by Miss Shonica, that are empowered by Miss Shonica, hey, go and get the book who she published with Leaders Over Bosses. And get with your man and stop acting all stink and cook him a meal and be busy cooking for babe instead of being on the phone thinking you're a slave. I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper. And you can also follow me personally if you would like to just reach out to me at Leaders Over Bosses on social media.
Again, thank y'all as always every Wednesday for joining Pinpoint Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Number one thing, we hope you guys are educated and were educated. There's somebody out there that we helped in. We hope that they got something out of this other than the entertainment. Because we always real estate first, and we thank all our guests for coming out to us. All guests are special. So I hope you guys, if y'all come out, go visit Shonica Burn Lounge. And again, till next time, peace. We out. Pinpoint Podcast.